In 2012, Iran woke up to financial annihilation, not from bombs or missiles, but from a single decision made in Brussels. Overnight, Iranian banks vanished from the global financial system. Oil exports collapsed. The currency lost 80% of its value within months. No soldiers crossed any border. No shots were fired. This was something far more precise, far more devastating, a financial weapon called SWIFT. And today, that weapon is aimed at more countries than ever before.
This is the story of how a Belgian banking cooperative became the most powerful economic weapon in modern geopolitics.
The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication was founded in 1973 in Brussels, Belgium. Born from the chaos of paper-based international transfers, SWIFT was designed as a neutral messaging system, a way for banks to talk to each other. By 2022, it connected over 11,000 financial institutions across more than 200 countries. Every day, 42 million messages move through its network, facilitating trillions in transactions. But neutral it has never truly been.
In 2012, the Obama administration and European allies made a decision that would reshape geopolitical strategy forever. Iran was cut from SWIFT over its nuclear program. The impact was immediate and catastrophic. Iranian oil exports, the country's economic lifeline, dropped by 50% within a year. The rial lost 80% of its value. Inflation surged past 40%. This was not collateral damage. This was surgical economic destruction documented by the IMF and World Bank in the years that followed.
February 26, 2022, 4 days after Russian tanks crossed into Ukraine, Western nations did something unprecedented. They disconnected 7 major Russian banks from SWIFT, including VTB, the country's second largest bank. The ruble collapsed 25% overnight. Moscow's stock market suspended trading for weeks. Analysts estimated the package could erase 15 to 20% of Russia's GDP. For the first time, a G20 economy faced the full force of the most powerful financial weapon ever deployed in history.
To understand why SWIFT is so devastating, you need to understand what it actually does. SWIFT is not a bank. It does not hold or transfer money. It is a secure messaging network, the common language banks use to instruct, send this amount from this account to that account. Without SWIFT access, a bank cannot communicate with correspondent banks abroad. Its money becomes trapped within its own borders. Cross-border trade, payments, and international settlements become effectively impossible. It is financial solitary confinement.
But SWIFT is not just a communications network, it is infrastructure built around the US dollar. Over 80% of global trade is invoiced in dollars. Correspondent banking flows through American financial institutions. The US Treasury can sanction any bank that violates American law anywhere on Earth. When the United States targets a country through SWIFT, it weaponizes dollar dominance as a force multiplier. Brussels may host the servers, but Washington holds the switch.
The world has noticed China launched CIPS, the cross-border interbank payment system, in 2015, now processing over 80 trillion yuan annually. Russia built its own SPFS messaging system following the 2014 Crimea sanctions. Iran pioneered bilateral clearing agreements outside SWIFT entirely. India and Brazil have explored rupee and real-denominated trade corridors. The message from the global south is clear. They are building exits from a system they no longer trust to remain neutral. The architecture of global finance is fracturing.
The financial Cold War is already underway. SWIFT has revealed that the most powerful weapon is not a missile. It is access. Subscribe to Black Ledger for more investigations into how money, power, and control shape the world you live in. The Ledger is always watching.